You see, there's one thing that separates the ones who make it and the ones who don't. It's ownership. You have to take ownership of your life. That means you stop blaming other people, your situation, your job, or anything else. You control your outcome. Yes, I know it's hard. I know it's difficult to step up, to get started, to take that first step. But you have to understand something. Fear is not a stop sign, it's a green light. Fear is not something to run from. Fear is a signal that you are about to grow. Fear is the energy you need to push through. When you feel fear, that's when you have to take action. That's when you must step forward with everything you've got. You must realize that the only thing standing between you and the life you want is your self-discipline. It's not your talent. It's not your connections. It's not your background. It's how bad you want it. You control your time. You control your actions. You control your choices. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do something. If you have a dream, if you have a vision, take control of it, put a plan together, break it down into steps, and don't stop until you see it come to life. And here's the truth. You are stronger than you think. You have more power within you than you've ever realized. The greatest enemy is not outside of you. It's the doubt inside you. That's the enemy that tells you, you can't do it, or it's too late. Don't listen to that voice. There are people in this world who are waiting for you to show up as the best version of yourself. And when you do, when you take control, you will see doors open, opportunities unfold, and the world will start responding to the new energy you're bringing. You must come to the realization that your life is entirely in your hands. Everything that happens in your life is a direct result of the choices you've made or the choices you've allowed others to make for you. No one can dictate your path unless you give them the power to do so. Every morning you wake up, you are presented with a choice. Will you take charge of your day, or will you let life just happen to you? When you take ownership of your life, you stop blaming the world, the people around you, or your past for where you are. You step up and say, I'm in control. I'm the one responsible for where I am. And I'm the one who will decide where I go from here. It's about taking full responsibility for your actions, your decisions, and your outcomes. If things are going well, take pride in that. If things aren't going well, own that too. This doesn't mean you won't face challenges or difficulties, but it means that you have the power to rise above them. You have the power to change your direction at any given moment. This is not about blaming yourself for everything that has happened, but rather about understanding that you are the author of your own story. When you take control, you rewrite the narrative. You stop allowing external circumstances to dictate your happiness, your success, or your future. It starts by changing your mindset. You are no longer a passive observer in your life. You are an active participant, a creator of your destiny. The moment you realize that you are the one in control of your life, you open the door to unlimited possibilities. True empowerment comes from within. The real source of strength doesn't lie in external circumstances, other people's approval, or the situation you're in. It's rooted in the power of your own mind. The way you think, perceive, and react to life determines how much control you truly have. If you don't control your mind, life will control you. When you take control of your thoughts, you take control of your destiny. What you think about consistently shapes your actions, and those actions in turn create your reality. If you constantly focus on fear, doubt, or negativity, you will keep attracting more of those things into your life. But when you choose to think about your possibilities, your strengths, your potential, you begin to see opportunities where others see obstacles. The mind is a powerful tool, but like any tool, it requires discipline and care. You must guard it, nurture it, and train it to focus on the positive, the productive, and the powerful. Start by changing the narrative in your mind. Every thought you think is either an investment in your future or a drain on your potential. The more you feed your mind with positive, empowering thoughts, the more you create a foundation for success. No matter the external circumstances, if you maintain control over your thoughts, you will always be in a position to rise above any challenge. Your mind is like a garden. If you allow weeds of negativity to grow, they will overpower the flowers of hope and success. But when you take control and intentionally plant thoughts of confidence, gratitude, and belief in yourself, you cultivate a mindset that fuels your growth. You must master your mind because it is the gateway to everything you want in life. You can be, do, and have whatever you desire, but it starts with taking control of what goes on inside your head. You don't need anyone's permission to go after what you want in life. Far too many people sit around waiting for approval, waiting for someone to tell them that it's okay to pursue their dreams, to take the next step, or to change their course. The truth is, you are the only one who needs to give yourself permission. Your goals, your ambitions, and your purpose are not dependent on anyone else's validation. Too often we let fear, self-doubt, or the opinions of others hold us back from pursuing what we truly desire. We fear rejection, criticism, or failure. We worry about what people might think, but in reality, while others might have opinions, they do not have the power to control your journey. Your success is not defined by the approval of others. It is defined by your own belief in yourself. Think about it. No one can make the decision for you to take control of your life. You don't need someone's permission to change your mindset, to go after your dreams, or to make bold choices. You are the one who has the power to take the first step, to make the call, to send the email, to show up. The most successful people in the world didn't wait for anyone to tell them they were ready. They made the decision to act and took ownership of their path. Stop waiting for the perfect moment, because the perfect moment may never come. Stop waiting for someone to say, yes, you're good enough. You are good enough right now. You are capable, you are worthy, and you are more than ready. The only thing holding you back is the belief that you need someone else's permission to move forward. Give yourself permission to go after your dreams, to create your own success, and to live the life you deserve. No one else can do it for you. The moment you stop waiting for approval is the moment you take full control of your life. The path to taking control of your life is not without its challenges, and one of the biggest challenges you will face is fear. Fear is not something that just goes away. It's something that we all have to face. But here's the truth. Fear is not a sign that you should stop. It's a signal that you are on the verge of something great. One of the most powerful shifts you can make in life is to stop looking outward for someone or something to blame for where you are. The moment you stop pointing fingers at others or blaming your circumstances, you begin to take full responsibility for your own life. Taking responsibility for your outcomes means acknowledging that you are in control, and everything that happens stems from the decisions you've made. Now, this doesn't mean that everything in your life is your fault. There are factors outside of your control, things that happen to you unexpectedly, things that can be difficult to navigate. But how you respond to those situations, that's where your power lies. You have the ability to decide how you react to circumstances. You can choose to stay a victim, to keep blaming others for where you are, or you can choose to rise above and take charge of your destiny. When you own your outcomes, you empower yourself. You stop being a passive participant in your own story and start becoming the hero. You stop letting life happen to you and start making life happen. When things go wrong, instead of asking, why me, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Every challenge, every setback is an opportunity for growth. And when you take full responsibility for your actions, your failures, and your successes, you become the creator of your life. This shift is crucial because it eliminates the need for excuses. You don't need to wait for someone to come along and save you. You are your own savior. You have the power to make better decisions, to take the necessary steps, to turn your life around, and to create the results you desire. Taking responsibility means you stop waiting for permission. You stop waiting for someone to come in and fix things. You start taking action today. When you truly take responsibility for your outcomes, you stop looking outside of yourself for answers. You begin to trust that the strength you need is already within you. Every choice you make from this point on will be yours, and with each decision, you are getting closer to the life you want to live. Your life is in your hands. Embrace that power, take control, and move forward. The foundation of taking control begins with having clear goals. Without a clear vision of where you're headed, it's like trying to drive a car with no destination in mind. You'll wander aimlessly, unsure of the direction to go, and you'll waste valuable time and energy. Clarity is the key to control. When you know exactly what you want, you can focus all your energy and efforts on achieving it. Setting clear goals isn't just about knowing what you want, it's about having a roadmap that guides you there. You need to break down your big dreams into actionable, achievable steps. This is how you take control of your journey. It's not enough to simply say, I want to be successful or I want to be happy. You need to define what success and happiness look like for you, and more importantly, how you plan to get there. When your goals are clear, you are no longer wasting time on distractions. Every action you take is aligned with your purpose. Every decision, every move is deliberate. You begin to notice opportunities that align with your goals, and you start eliminating activities and people that distract you from your path. Your focus sharpens because your vision is clear. But clarity is not just about setting goals, it's about setting the right goals. These are the goals that resonate with your core values and desires, not the ones that society or other people have told you to pursue. When you set goals that truly matter to you, you develop an unshakable commitment to achieving them. You won't give up when things get tough because these goals are a reflection of who you are and where you want to go. In addition, clear goals give you a sense of purpose. They serve as a constant reminder of why you're doing what you're doing. When things get challenging, when obstacles arise, it's your goals that will keep you grounded. They will remind you of the bigger picture and inspire you to keep moving forward, no matter the setback. The act of setting clear goals not only gives you direction, it also builds momentum. Every time you achieve a small step, you reinforce your belief in yourself and your ability to succeed. As you move closer to your goals, you gain confidence, and that confidence propels you to take even bolder action. When you define where you want to go and create a clear plan to get there, you take control of your future. Your goals become the driving force behind every decision you make. As long as you stay focused on them, you can never go wrong. Taking control of your life also requires the courage to let go of things and people that no longer serve you. This isn't just about physical possessions or environments. It's about your emotional baggage, your toxic relationships, and your unhealthy habits. When you hold on to things that drain your energy, you are choosing to stay stuck. You are allowing yourself to be tied down by the past, and by letting go, you make space for new growth and opportunity. You have to be willing to make the tough decision to release things that are not aligned with where you're headed. This could mean letting go of relationships that no longer lift you up, environments that don't inspire you, or mindsets that hold you back. Sometimes holding on is the biggest thing keeping you from moving forward. Letting go is not easy, especially when you've invested a lot of time or emotions into something or someone. But think about this. You cannot move forward if you are constantly looking back or dragging the weight of old habits, old relationships, or old pain with you. To take control, you must be willing to release what's holding you back so you can make room for what will move you forward. This also includes letting go of the limiting beliefs and self-doubt that keep you from seeing your true potential. You must stop holding on to the idea that you're not good enough, that you don't deserve success, or that you are not capable of achieving your dreams. These thoughts are not your truth. They are just barriers you've built in your mind. When you let go of those limiting beliefs, you free yourself to fully step into your power. It's also about walking away from toxic situations, even when it's difficult, whether it's a job that drains your passion, a relationship that brings you down, or a pattern of behavior that sabotages your progress. You must make the conscious choice to let go. This doesn't mean cutting people out of your life in anger or hatred. It means freeing yourself from anything that weighs you down and choosing peace, growth, and positivity instead. Letting go requires faith. It requires the belief that when you release what is no longer serving you, the universe or life itself will fill that space with something better. When you take control of your life, you trust that there are better opportunities, better people, and better experiences waiting for you when you make room for them. Ultimately, releasing what no longer serves you is an act of self-respect. It's a recognition that you are worthy of peace, joy, and growth. It's about protecting your energy and investing it in the things that move you toward your goals, your dreams, and your best self. The more you let go of what doesn't serve you, the more you open the door to the life you are truly meant to live. The truth is, habits are powerful because they shape your identity. What you do on a regular basis becomes who you are. If you continually make excuses, delay action, or settle for mediocrity, you are training yourself to be someone who never moves forward. But when you choose to develop habits that are aligned with your goals, you are taking control of the direction your life is headed. In the same way, the habits that don't serve you are slowly but surely draining your power. If you spend hours scrolling on social media, procrastinating, or allowing negative self-talk to dominate your thoughts, those habits are slowly eroding your energy and potential. Taking control means being honest with yourself about the habits that are keeping you stuck and actively working to replace them with more positive, empowering ones. This means becoming intentional with your time. Every day is an opportunity to invest in your future, but how you spend your time will determine whether you're moving closer to or further away from your goals. Think about the small decisions you make, how you spend your mornings, your evenings, the moments in between. Are these habits taking you toward the person you want to become, or are they keeping you stuck in a cycle of mediocrity? When you develop the habit of consistent action, of pushing yourself to be just a little bit better every day, you begin to take full control of your progress. These habits will eventually become second nature. You won't have to think twice about them because they will have shaped your mindset, your productivity, and your life. It's important to realize that taking control of your habits doesn't mean perfection. You're going to have days where you fall short, and that's okay. The key is consistency over time. Even if you slip, you get back up and keep moving forward. The habit of perseverance and self-discipline will carry you through the challenges, and every time you push through those moments, you're strengthening your control over your life. So, take a step back and evaluate your daily habits. What are you doing every day that either empowers you or holds you back? The power to change your life is in your hands, and it starts with the habits you choose to form today. Taking control of your life requires the willingness to face challenges head on, even when it seems impossible. Life is filled with obstacles, and there will always be times when things don't go according to plan, when you're faced with setbacks or difficulties that seem overwhelming. But the true measure of your control is how you respond to those challenges. When faced with adversity, you can either choose to be defeated or choose to rise above it. The most successful individuals don't give up when things get tough. They use those moments as opportunities to learn, grow, and become stronger. Every challenge is an invitation to strengthen your character, deepen your resilience, and prove to yourself just how much you are capable of overcoming. The way you approach challenges is a direct reflection of your mindset. A mindset of growth sees obstacles as temporary hurdles, while a fixed mindset may view them as barriers too difficult to overcome. Taking control means adopting a mindset that says, this challenge doesn't define me, it refines me. Every obstacle you face is an opportunity to sharpen your skills, learn new lessons, and develop greater perseverance. It's a reminder that the path to success is rarely linear, but it's the ability to keep going despite the bumps in the road that will eventually lead you to the destination you desire. What makes challenges even more powerful is that they often force you to tap into strengths you didn't even know you had. In times of struggle, you discover your resilience, your creativity, and your ability to adapt. You realize that you are capable of so much more than you gave yourself credit for. When you take control, you stop fearing these moments of difficulty and start embracing them as part of the process. Facing challenges also requires the ability to stay calm and focused under pressure. It's easy to panic when things aren't going as planned, but when you take control, you learn to remain composed, assess the situation, and take measured action. Emotions like frustration, fear, and anxiety are normal, but they do not have to control you. When you learn to manage your emotions in the face of difficulty, you gain an incredible sense of power. You stop reacting emotionally and start responding strategically. It's also important to remember that you don't have to face challenges alone. Taking control doesn't mean isolating yourself or trying to handle everything by yourself. It means knowing when to ask for help, when to lean on others, and when to tap into your network of support. Sometimes the challenges we face are not just physical or mental, they require emotional or social support as well. By embracing collaboration and seeking guidance, you can move through difficulties more efficiently and more effectively. Ultimately, challenges are not something to avoid, they are something to embrace as part of the journey. By taking control of your response to challenges, you create the mental and emotional resilience that will serve you throughout your life. The more you face and conquer obstacles, the more confident you become in your ability to handle whatever comes your way. And with each challenge you overcome, you get one step closer to achieving the life you've always wanted. Taking control of your life means embracing the power of consistency and persistence. The road to success is not a sprint, it's a marathon. It's the small, consistent efforts that lead to monumental results over time. Consistency is the secret ingredient to success, and it is the key that unlocks your potential. No matter how talented or skilled you are, without consistent action, your abilities will remain untapped. When you commit to showing up every single day, no matter how you feel, no matter the circumstances, you build the momentum that fuels your success. The most successful people in the world didn't achieve greatness overnight. They achieved it because they showed up day after day, even when it wasn't easy, even when they faced setbacks, and even when they questioned their own abilities. It's this unwavering commitment that makes the difference between those who achieve their goals and those who give up halfway. Consistency is about taking action even when the results aren't immediate. Too many people abandon their dreams because they expect instant success or instant results. They fail to realize that success is a process and it requires a series of small, seemingly insignificant steps. But over time, these small actions compound, and before you know it, you have built something bigger than you ever imagined. Consistency isn't about perfection. It's about showing up, doing the work, and trusting that your efforts will eventually pay off. Moreover, persistence is a crucial part of consistency. You'll face challenges, doubts, and setbacks along the way. There will be times when you want to quit, when it feels easier to walk away and abandon your goals. But it is in those moments that your persistence will define your future. The ability to push through when everything seems to be working against you is what sets successful people apart from those who give up. Persistence means continuing to take action, even when you feel discouraged, tired, or uncertain. It's the ability to keep going when everyone else is thrown in the towel. Consistency and persistence also require discipline. It's easy to start something new, but it takes true discipline to stick with it day after day, week after week. You must learn to develop the discipline to keep moving forward, even when your motivation fades or when other distractions arise. Discipline helps you stay on track regardless of the circumstances. It keeps you focused on your long-term vision, even when short-term temptations try to pull you off course.